Turn my music up. Real spit, talking shit. Talking shit, real spit in this bitch. Hey. Real spit. We in this bitch. Hey. This shit is raw.
Right, fire.
Hey.
Album coming soon.
I'm not doing it. Hey. Hold up.
What's up, guys? This is Jay.
This is Tay.
This is Kay.
And this is Real Spit.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey.
Hey, y'all,
happy
it's Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Today we have a guest on. If you want to introduce yourself.
My name is Brenda. I'm the owner of Beauty Bid, a mobile app that will be launching December 20th.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Shout out.
I say
Say-
ow.
I
don't know.
Don't bring the mic up.
Okay, look, I'm so new at this, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's okay. Before we get into it, we're going to go to Kay and we're going
Yes.
to get it off our spirit.
Y'all. Let's clarify what get it off your spirit.
Uh-oh.
Real quick.
Give it a rundown.
All right, so get it off your spirit. It's kind of just acknowledging anything good or bad that you want to get off your chest. And that's kind of been on your mind throughout the week. So I'm just letting something out. So I'll start first for us. For me this week, get it off your spirit. I have a lot on my spirit, but the main thing I'm going to say is litigation.
Okay.
I'll be seeing you in court, bitch. I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just going to leave it
Well,
That's
That's
it.
plain
That's
and
it.
simple. Okay, well, this week for me, get off your spirit. I've been stressing a lot about like things I can't really control, and it's been bothering me. But I just realized, like, you know, things are gonna happen the way it's gonna happen. So it's just like, you know, if it's out of my hands, the only thing I can really do is just hope for the best and let things turn out the way they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do.
And so that's off my spirit.
So get it off your spirit.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right, so get it off your spirit. For me is support. Family support has been so good to me this week and everything that I do.
Okay.
I have wonderful sisters and family members that support everything that I have going on, and without their support, I can't do absolutely nothing.
For real.
So that's mine.
Yeah, it's the support system. It's everything.
It's needed. Yeah, it's needed just for.
I swear,
Yeah.
that's what gets you out of bed. You know?
Yeah. Yes, trust me.
That's what gets you out of bed.
Right. Just know
Jay?
you get that team.
Yeah.
Well, my get it off my spirit. I don't really
Let's see
have
what
too
she say.
much. I don't really have too much
Okay.
to get off my spirit. I just, haven't
Girl,
been
you got
feeling
something.
well.
It's
Come
on.
on,
It's on her
come on now.
spirit.
I ain't been feeling well for the past few days, so that's just my get it off my spirit.
Oh
Trying
my
to
God.
get myself together, come back to me, and just,
Eat your rice and cabbage.
yeah, sure.
Find
No,
yourself.
not at all.
Yes, eat
I'm
that
just
rice
trying
and
to get
cabbage.
myself together, get well, and just,
Gotcha.
do what I gotta
Get
do.
that sickness off you.
Get that
Mhm.
That's what
sickness
Shake it
off
off.
of me,
Dev, what about you? What's on your spirit today?
Man, I've been chilling, man.
Been chilling.
I really don't have too much.
Dev, your spirit been clean recently.
I've
I need
been
you to
chilling,
get,
man.
I need you to get down and
Wow.
dirty now.
I've been
Not down and dirty.
Right.
I've been living, man.
That's the
The
Holly
demons have
favorite.
exited.
I've been
Right.
doing a lot of good stuff creatively and
I know,
work wise.
good.
I'm
It's
good.
a blessing.
Yeah, only thing I mean, people you shouldn't you can't post these trifling video pictures of food and shit.
It is
On
approaching.
Instagram.
That
It's-
season.
Look at
is
this, look at this, look at this,
Tis the
look at this, look at
season.
this. She gonna put and I put names out there. Fine wine W time. She gonna talk about some seafood boil is done. No, it ain't.
To be.
It's
That is
raw.
disgusting.
Child.
It's raw.
see
Okay.
that?
You about to be in the hospital.
That's
see
raw
that?
food. That's raw
Who
food.
eating that?
Oh, yeah.
She said the seafood. She said it's
That
done.
shrimp ain't even.
Double tap it.
That's
Fine
your
wine
light
W time.
skin.
It's froze to the bone.
Oh my God.
That
It's
shrimp
frozen.
ain't even been cooked all the way. Okay.
Cannot.
That is disgusting.
You know what? They need to go to my sister. That's what they
For
need
They
to
real.
must hate
They
their
go
family.
somewhere.
They want to kill them.
We need to plug my sister at Kiki Jackson.
I'm about to go to her
Oh,
right now
IG.
because this is.
Cause she
What
got-
made us start
she got
putting
the
pictures of our food
I'm
up
telling
here?
you.
Listen, Kiki, if
Kiki.
you watch
Kiki,
it,
the
Kiki.
K-I-K-I Jackson.
Listen,
Kiki,
I gotta go to work
do you
tomorrow.
love
If you want
us?
me to
Yes.
ride it,
Hey,
That's how her food make you feel too.
Right.
hey, if you want to come on Real Spit
Right.
and bring
Hey,
some
bring
food,
some,
telling you.
we ain't gonna be
Right.
mad.
Oh, this must be a different Kiki Jackson because this one, I ain't gonna show you.
You probably talking about the right one too. Oh
No,
no,
that
Y'all, he found Kiki Jackson.
I
He
don't
saw
know who
he
that
saw
one
something
is.
he liked.
I see her. It's Kiki Jackson _20.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Kiki, listen, I go to work tomorrow.
Because
If you
Kiki
wanna
Jackson,
right.
straight
So I can
Kiki
sample
Jackson
it.
out here on some 50
Oh,
Shades
no.
of Grey type shit.
Man, what?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna follow Kiki.
Kiki, you got you
I'll hit your
followers.
sister once we
Both
done.
of them.
Do
Right.
the _21.
Right. I'll do her second. No.
Right. So let's go ahead, y'all, and get into our first topic of the evening.
Okay, so
Say, take it away.
let's first get into beauty bit.
Okay.
Yes, definitely want to talk about that before we get into.
Show us
Everything.
stuff that she brought us.
Oh yeah.
She brought us some cute
She brought us
things.
gifts. I'm so mad we ain't gotta give.
Right.
We just got Bruce bed, sorry.
Yes.
definitely.
So
Brandon, have your stuff together.
Jay, you got the questions.
First and foremost, tell us a little bit about Beauty Bid.
Yes.
Okay, so Beauty Bid is a mobile app that will be launching. I'm gonna keep repeating launching December 20th. So it's not in stores right now, but December 20th it will be in stores. So basically, it's an app that make it easier for clients to find beauty professionals wherever they are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so say for example, you want to get your hair done, right? You will go on my app and you will post a job by taking pictures of how you want your hair done, the date, the time, the city and state, and also the professional, which is the hairstylist. And it gets sent out to all the beauty professionals that will service, let's say, Cleveland, Ohio, right? And then they will post bids on how much they would charge, and it gets sent back to you, and you decide who you're going to have do your hairstyle.
Oh yeah.
When that's coming out?
December 20th, you know what I'm saying?
I need to put that in my calendar.
And it's dropping here in Cleveland first.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay.
We finally get that
216.
first.
Right.
216 all day.
216. Yes, I love that idea. So how did you come up with that idea? That's very great. I
Yes,
love it.
I like that.
Thank you. So it's a lot of different reasons what made me come up with this idea. First, as you know, I served in the military active duty, and I traveled a lot. So every like 2 to 3 years, I had to move and go somewhere else. And guess what? I had to find new beauty professionals, like, and going through the trials and tribulations and everything of finding.
The bad ones.
I'm telling you, it was awful. Like, and then
Man.
so that I had that experience, and I was like, man, somebody need to make a mobile app so that I can be able to find a beauty professional quick and fast. And then, so years went by. I was like, I decided to get out the military after duty, and then I was like, all right, I want to get into makeup. So I want to do makeup and everything. And it's this one makeup artist here, Tamia. I'm pretty sure y'all know who
I
she
love
is.
her.
Tamia, right? She's so inspiring. So I used to like stalk her page. And I went down to her very first Instagram post and just watched everything that she did, right? And I was like, it took her 6 years to get here. That take too long for me. I need money now. So I was like, somebody need to make an app. Here
Felt
again,
that
like somebody need to make an app so that it's easy for professionals to get clients. So then I just put it together. I was like, you know what? How about I make an app that make it easier for clients to find beauty professionals and beauty professionals to grow their business faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
So-
waiting on them. Create it yourself. Why wait on someone else to do it?
So hey.
So real quick question. Was it easy making the app?
No, because I didn't have no idea. Like nothing about nothing. Like it was just like I had an idea, like I want to make a mobile app. And then I started doing research. And luckily I had a friend, her name Alicia Smiley. And she actually in like the mobile app business, like she a tester. So I emailed a lot of people or Instagram a lot of people and said, hey, I'm going to develop a mobile app. I need somebody to test it and stuff like that. And she was like, girl, that's what I do. And I was like, oh, okay. And I sat down with her for an hour and she just broke down everything to me. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. And I just ran with it.
No, great.
And then my team that I have developing my app been so helpful, explaining everything to me. And then it just made it a lot easier. But it wasn't like, it's so much.
How long would you say so far that it's taken to build the app all the way or get you to this point with building this app?
So I actually started in July.
July of this year?
So yes.
Okay.
So July from with the idea and hiring someone August 8th.
That's actually not too bad in terms of like turnaround of getting it launched all the way. That's a great turnaround time.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm here. I also know you're having a launch party too.
Yes.
Okay. So when is the launch party? Well, let me ask one question at a time. When is the launch party?
So the launch party is December 20th, and it's free. Okay. We have free food, of course, music, open bar.
Ooh, say that last part again.
Right.
Oh, open bar.
Okay. All right.
That
And
sounds
I'm
like
gonna
an
give you some
invite.
Hennessy for y'all too.
Hey,
Y'all
let's
just let me know.
We definitely.
Open bar. We're gonna have giveaways as well, and I just want y'all to just come and celebrate with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a big accomplishment for me.
Of course.
And besides my friend that knew about mobile apps, I didn't really have anybody else to go to ask for advice and stuff like that. And I want everybody to know that I'm open to share my information after a year of me growing my business so that I can be able to give y'all don't have to go through all of the rough things that I had went through that first year.
I got you. Well, that makes sense. No, because a lot of people, I think we all feel like once they get that success, they want to hide it and boggle it down because I can't have anyone else doing what I'm doing right now. I have to blow up first to be that main person. So it's good that you're sharing that secret. And like you said, after the first year of you learning everything, like this is what I had to go through. This is what I've done. Avoid these things. Maybe try these things.
You have a wealth of knowledge to give people.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's what it's all about for real. Like, I can't teach you if I don't really know how this is gonna pan out.
Yeah.
You know?
If I'm going through the process and I don't know, I don't want to give you no bad advice.
Yeah.
So I'd rather experience it, know it, and I'm writing everything down too.
Yeah.
So that
you can write a book.
I'm not the only one. Like, I'm pretty sure there's other people that probably have an idea about developing an app, but they don't know no one to go to.
Yeah.
They don't know how to ask the right questions because it's their first time in that situation. And that's where I was at.
Yeah.
That's great.
Do you guys have any more questions?
So we can save them for later.
Okay.
To after show.
We'll
the
just save it
after
for the
show.
after show.
Right.
Cause she gonna be dropping some gems. So if y'all want to build a business, want to build up an app, definitely tune into the after show.
On
when we
YouTube.
post it on YouTube, and get in tune with
Get
some
into
beauty
it.
beats.
Do you have anything you want to just say before we move on to the next topic about Beauty Bit?
Hey, when it dropped, download it,
Yep.
And it's free for customers. So download it,
Where it's gonna be at? Like,
Apple and Google.
okay.
It's gonna be on both. I don't play.
All right.
I'm
iPhone
gonna go
and
100%.
Let's go. All right.
Oh, and where is the launch party gonna be?
yeah.
It's gonna. I always mess it up, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's at Sherwin Gilmore Party Center on Mayfield.
Yeah, I know what that's at.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly
like
what's up.
everybody had their weddings and stuff there.
Yeah.
So
I went to a
I'll-
fashion show there a couple years ago.
Yeah, so that's where it's gonna be at.
And
So come dress.
It's like behind like Verizon or something. ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually need
Okay.
to say it's behind
Yeah,
Verizon because
yeah,
you will go past it.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure it's behind Verizon.
Right.
I ran through the same issue when we were setting up to host a fashion show a couple years ago, and I'm like, bro, I don't know where this at.
I'm about to go home. I'm tired of looking for
but
this.
then we found
Right.
it. We
I'm gonna
found
have
it.
arrows and I'm gonna have to have like hey,
But I think
Kenya have some arrows and stuff.
Right.
You know,
I think more people knows, but did not. I'm just a little, I was a little slow that night.
Now, listen, I'm directionally challenged, so have some arrows out for me, please.
As
And
long
below.
as the GPS at least get me there.
Right.
If I'm lost, I'll call somebody.
Right.
Like,
Where y'all? Where we go?
Help!
Right.
Somebody send
I'm saying,
somebody.
speaking of directions, Jay, you want to kind of tell you a quick story about getting lost, going to the other side of town?
What? Say
Never
that again.
mind.
Wow! Thanks for that. I can literally I get lost everywhere, so it could be any
And using
situation you're talking
navigation.
about.
Oh my
And using navigation.
I
you're
mean,
lost.
listen.
But that's a different story.
Listen, I don't wear my glasses, and I need them. And I don't like taking orders from people, so even serious. So there you
She
go.
said even serious. Oh
But,
my
you know,
goodness.
enough about me. Let's get into
It'd be
the
so
topic.
hard for me as a person who cares about the well-being of people to so openly hear Jay talk about traits that are easily fixable.
Listen,
And
I
she
literally
accepts
have
them.
glasses in my bag.
I have literally never seen you in glasses.
They're there. No, that's not true because I've been on this podcast with glasses.
I'm gonna
on
have to go back through it.
twice. At least
Twice?
twice.
Maybe it was 2 times I wasn't here. You know, 2 times I wasn't here.
That is also true.
I've never seen you in
Darius was
glasses.
here. When Darius was here, I had on glasses.
I don't know about that.
You
When
had on
Fully was
glasses?
here, I had on glasses.
had on glasses. Oh
The
my
second
goodness.
time Fully was here, I had on glasses.
Mm.
I
That's the
don't
most
know about
recent.
that.
Okay, I remember that.
I
do
don't remember.
that. But
Ready
they
to
were
take that,
circles.
guys.
Yeah, I think they was okay. Whatever.
All right.
You don't
Anyway,
follow directions. I mean, what?
listen, that's why I try to stay in areas that I could I got it memorized just in case. Like, yeah.
What in the world, dude?
All right.
It's really bad being me, so that's fine.
All right,
It doesn't
let's
have
get
to be though. You could just
Well,
follow
it's
directions.
touch and go.
Let's get into the second topic. So, I want to know if in high school, if you could have any common knowledge on, like, get a class and learn any common knowledge about something.
Mhm.
Correct me if help me if
I
if
know
it
what
sound
you mean.
crazy.
It was a post on
But-
the shade room.
Yeah, it was a post on the shade room. Like, what class do you guys wish you guys took in high school that would help you have common knowledge now? Okay, I'll start. One thing I really wish I took in high school was learning about taxes.
Mhm.
Definitely about credit and even balancing like a checkbook, like just learning different things just so I can know today. Because if anybody asks me what 1,000 times 3,056 is, I could do that.
I'm sure you're gonna give me the answer.
What was it?
1,000 times 3,056.
3.56
I don't
million.
even
ain't it?
remember what I just
Oh,
said.
go ahead, Prodigy.
No, that's 35.6.
But like it's easy to just think of that, like boom.
That's
You know the answer
35.6.
too?
That's 35.6.
Easy.
Oh, go ahead. I ain't listening. I
You just
wasn't
added
doing.
the zeros.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
But you know,
Prodigy.
like,
3.56.
I wish I
3.56.
actually knew how to do that stuff because when I do want to learn taxes, but it's just like I don't want to go to a company and then get played on my money. Like I don't know.
So you mean like taxes for like tax returns or taxes?
Yeah,
just
like when tax season comes
Mhm.
around, I wanna be able to actually do my own. Like
I got you.
have the common knowledge of like, oh yeah, tax season coming, boom, 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 there you go.
Instead of going to somebody and having them do
H&R
it.
Block and stuff, like, yeah, come on.
Quit paying them. Go through TurboTax.
I mean,
Kinda
shit, I
simple.
do my own taxes now. It's probably fucked up because, as you know,
And it gets
Yeah, like,
and it gets a lot more complicated once life
Mm.
happens. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Kids, homes, investments, cars.
Yeah.
It gets, child care. It gets more complicated. It's
Some
not
of
even
us
worth the time.
blessings. I was like, ooh, I got a deduction for getting married. I'm like, thank God. I
You
needed
get all
that
different
one.
kind of deductions, man. And
It's a
they'll
blessing.
find them for you.
Yeah.
We got a deck put on deduction.
Oh yeah.
Like it's a bunch of different things. Just pay somebody to do your taxes, okay? Some shit is
Just
worth.
go ahead, let them pay it.
is worth-
pay it
Go
for it.
ahead. You can
It's
be
worth
left
it.
out on
Trust
this
me.
stuff.
Plus they business.
Trust me.
I mean, yeah, but still, like, you never
got you,
know
though.
who, though. But that's something I wish
Mhm.
I learned in school, just to have some common knowledge of.
I would say I'll go. I have about 3 I wish I would have taken or wish they would have had in my school.
Mhm.
One is swimming. I can't swim at all. And I just, at this point, I'm grown. So I'm like, why do I need to swim?
Can I jump in real quick? I
Go
can tell
ahead.
y'all didn't go
Go
to
ahead.
Shaw. Y'all must went to
No,
suburban.
we didn't.
First of all, they fucked us over in college because we didn't take the required shit, but we did take applied math
Yeah.
because the majority of motherfuckers graduate from Shaw is
Mhm.
going to get a job any goddamn way. So we took applied math for we balanced a checkbook. They gave us like a bank account beginning of the year. We had to like fake spend money, but that's because they knew majority of niggas weren't going to college. But I ended up having a red shirt my freshman year of football because I took bullshit ass East Cleveland classes in high school. So I took applied math. And we had a big swimming pool. They don't have it no more. Yeah. But like we took swimming. I can swim my ass off.
I can't swim at
all.
all.
Y'all should just went to Shaw.
I went to Glenville.
I
was shut down for a while.
Yeah, we had a big.
What year?
I graduated in 2011.
Tar-blooded. Okay. All right.
Y'all wanted to be us, but it's okay.
I went to the academy.
I mean,
we had no swimming pool there.
Where you go?
Again, academy. We had no swimming pool.
I just never left level 2.
Level 2 of swimming. So what can you do in the pool?
She was one of them girls to get on my nerves. They never wanted to get in the pool. They was on their period all. They on their period all semester. It's my.
They was like, Taylor, you gotta learn how to float on your back to go on level 3. I'm like, I'm all right at level 2. Okay.
I'm doing.
But I did used to lie a lot and said I have my period.
Yeah, all semester girls be on their period. I'm like all semester.
Like y'all ladies had a break yet?
Swimming, okay. You don't want to go there with a wet, big old fro. And then the dude's in there like, dang, what's
and that's before she was natural. And she was like, listen, I got to keep this slick.
I got it right. I just never wanted to get my hair wet because it was going to look crazy. And,
I got you.
That's funny, but my bad.
No, you're fine. I'm going to say, so the first one would be swimming because I can't swim at all. Mm-hmm. The next one would be like a cooking class because I'm not much of a cook. I can make basic things. Spaghetti.
Y'all should have went to Shaw, man. We had all this shit.
Chicken.
It was a school.
No, none of it. Like I don't want anything with wood chopper being handy at all because I don't really care about none of it. Honestly, I'm gonna pay somebody for that. You don't want that? See, I wouldn't want that.
I want something to deal with like mechanics and shit. Like
I'm okay.
I'm like, I'm at the point where I'm like, who decided to give me a fucking car?
Girl,
because I don't know nothing. That I'm afraid that people gonna be like, oh, she don't know nothing. Let me charge her $1,000. I mean, so I would like to be able to do like stuff on my own. Like my sister, she's able to do like change the headlights and stuff like that. And I'm just like, that's so cool. But granted, she had the opportunity to be with our bum ass father for a little bit, you know, before he, but that's too real.
You don't even want to follow directions from Siri.
Listen, maybe.
But you think you gonna follow directions in the class?
Back then, that would have gave me some structure. And I would have been like, okay, I'm going to follow these directions because they're going to lead me to what I need.
Okay, all right.
And then the last class I would have wanted would be like just a class on credit. Just what credit is and how powerful it is for the future. Yeah. Because listen, it's messed up right now. I ain't do it right from the beginning, so I need a reboot.
I'm about to hit that. Credit too.
He think that's the answer.
It is the answer. Rich people do it on a regular basis.
Bankruptcy.
It is.
What Jay-Z say? What's more powerful than spending money? Spending money in a strip club?
Oh, I don't know.
Credit.
Oh, see?
Oh, yeah. The OJ story.
Donald Trump did it how many times? 3, 4?
Yeah, as long as you don't got no large liens, you should be good.
Yeah.
Student loans, shit. They can't.
That one, yeah.
They don't even come off after you.
They don't care.
Bankruptcy or nothing.
If you die, your kids have to pay that shit off.
They gotta pay it off for real.
Yeah, that debt go with you, cuz.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So my daughter get elected.
Shout out to my daughters.
Passing it down to
one of y'all gonna get this.
Which one get
we all running from
the knock on wood, cause Daddy trying to duck it out.
Now, Dave, yours should be able to be reduced though.
No, it's not. Oh, you mean working in the school?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
I think
if
it's like 3 to 4 years. I was looking it up when I wanted to be a teacher, and after 3 to 4 years, it should be able to be reduced.
Hopefully, if I can do that, then that'll be huge, man.
Or you could just, I'm in Army National Guard, right? And we got, I'm a recruiter, right? And we pay for your college, 100%.
Y'all paying back the back of what I owe?
Yep, up to $50,000.
Okay.
Back to.
Can I just work in the office the whole time?
It depends on what job you pick.
Oh, okay.
I'm too old to go to the Army now.
How old are you?
37.
Yeah.
You
might could get a waiver. It's a way.
I heard you can go to jail for a week, and then if you go to jail for a week, it'll wipe away your student loans. That's what I heard.
I did. They were talking about that. Where if you go to jail for a week to wipe away all your student loans,
I'll do a week.
I'll do it.
Now,
in what jail though? I need to
go to jail.
Right, they about to send you.
They about to send you to
jail.
I'm gonna knock a nigga out. I'm gonna go to solitary.
I'm
gonna sit there and think about how much. about how many bills I'm not gonna have to pay when I leave.
Like shit,
Hey.
he's sitting there real comfortable too. Like,
People actually
'Cause
think
when
about
I get
that.
out-
I'm just waiting to
Yeah,
get out.
I go to jail.
I'm
No,
just
I'm
waiting to get
at
out,
the-
baby. They
about to take
laying
care of
on
these
my
joints.
day.
Baby.
I'm telling you, them
life
student
done
loans ain't no
changed for me.
joke.
I'll
But
be
they-
in their sleep.
I think they're gonna have legislation to change it because it's messed up. Because the messed up part when you at college athlete, you don't have no money, and we from the hood. They pay for you to go to school, but how you get draws? How do you get?
You know what?
You sign
Soap.
up. You sign up as a Army National Guard.
Go
So
to the
look,
ne-
Unfortunately, I couldn't when I was a 18-year-old football player in college.
think about that, right?
Yeah.
But,
But
you
so you
know.
had to take out loans.
What's some of y'all top? Or what's the classes y'all wish y'all had back then?
Well, like I said earlier, just like the car shit. You know, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess swimming. Like, I feel like I'm just too hard-headed for that shit anyway. Because they tried that. My mom tried to get me to learn how to swim at the YMCA when I was a kid. And I'm like, nah, this ain't for me, ma. You gonna have to take me out of this. Because I don't know. I have a very irrational fear of swimming. Like, I'm just convinced that I'm gonna die.
Have you
like,
almost drowned?
Yes, a few
Okay.
times. So it's just like, yeah.
I got
To the
you.
point where they just got to
Well, you probably
resuscitate.
will if you don't
They had to
swim right.
resuscitate you?
You'll die.
Well, they had to
I mean, it's
mouth
like
to
if you don't
Mouth to
swim right in
mouth.
water, you probably gonna die.
I mean,
You're right
listen,
with that fear.
I
It's
mean,
not really
shit.
irrational. You're right.
Just like,
If you in too much water, you gonna die, cuz.
No, that's
Oh my
also very
goodness.
true.
I mean,
It's
shit,
facts.
I used to have dreams about it, wake up gasping for air. Like, listen,
Really?
Oh,
this
yeah,
is a
you
lot.
got
baby.
that.
That's
Yeah.
intense.
So, I mean, so I'm just not even gonna say that. Fuck the swimming shit. Like, fuck that shit. You know, just teach me how to do the car shit, the taxi shit. Like, yeah, that's cool. I want to learn that. I'm a grown up, I guess. So, like, that's cool. But
Adulting.
Right.
you know, like, what other adult shit they didn't teach us? Like,
I
don't
seen
know.
one that said self-defense classes and like
I took a self-defense class my freshman year of college.
How you
That
like
was-
it?
It was.
I would
I
love
liked
that.
it a lot. I'm like, we should keep doing this. Me and my little floor mates, I don't even know why we decided to do it. I think we were just bored and was like,
What's
let's
a
do
floor
it.
mate?
Cause I was on the first floor and it was only like
Oh.
6 of us versus the other floors where it was like a lot of girls on
Mhm.
one floor. So we were like close knitted. And we used to have like dinner together, breakfast together, and we used to do stuff together. So yeah, those was my floor mates, and we just did like different classes
That's cool.
together. I did was Zumba. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
dance, but like I did that shit with them.
I can see her in there.
Yeah, like yeah.
not
But-
What about you, though? What classes would you like?
Me, I would like marketing.
Mm.
I think with any business, you really have to know marketing
Mm-hmm.
and sales.
Yeah.
Them the two classes that I wish that a lot of like myself,
Yeah.
especially right now,
Mhm.
will
I
have.
gotcha.
Because I think if we push our kids in a way that we actually want to see them.
Mhm.
If you owning a business, you're gonna need marketing. You need to understand a little bit about a marketing and
Yeah.
sales as well, and then you have your skill.
Mhm.
So if we push our kids in the way that we want to see them, then we need to teach them in the way that we want
That's
them to
true,
be.
yeah.
So I think marketing and sales would be great for me and then the community as well.
Oh, definitely. I agree with that. Dev?
Well, you know I got to be extra,
Right.
but serious. I don't
You had
think.
everything at Shaw.
Yeah,
It was
everything-
the greatest school
Yeah.
ever.
But
Like,
it really was a fun ass school.
I had
Very
good
low-
bands, good
Very low expectations and a lot of shit to do. But no, man, I don't think mentally, for me, I was at a place to receive shit
Mhm.
at that point. So I don't really. It's not I can think of that would have I would have, even if they would have had something.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have appreciated the
Mhm.
shit. So the only thing I can really think of, and I know this is a off the beaten path, is like relationship 101.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Emotional intelligence also.
yeah, where
That's deep.
they keep it 100 with like a lot of the shit you learn is cookie cutter.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But
No
the
problem.
real, I learned a lot of shit. Luckily, I come from, like I always say, a long line of good men in my family and stuff like that. So I was able to learn some shit
Mhm.
from men in my family. But I wish I would have, been able to Well, it's relationship one-on-one, whether it's relationships with the, with a mate, whether it's friendships, just different shit, just how to maneuver and navigate throughout the world, especially coming from an all-black high school. Like, once I got to college, I went to a all-white Catholic school. The only black people was like athletes and a few nerds who, no disrespect, but they was like detached. They wasn't like, they wasn't fucking with us like that. So,
What school did you go to?
Gannon University, Erie, PA.
Okay.
So they could have, just something to prepare us for the world that didn't look like East Cleveland.
I got you. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Good.
Like real life. I don't know, but this shit is not real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One side note I want to just say. So I was helping, cause I work at a daycare. I was helping one of the kids with their homework. And when I was reading the directions on the homework, it made me think about like when I was in his grade, and it was the same exact paper. And I'm like, I haven't been in your age in like, I think he's like 7. So I haven't been 7 in years. I don't feel like doing the math, but like,
How old are you?
24, but
17.
I don't feel 17. There we go. That's why you the best. But just thinking about that, I'm just like, well, what are they doing in school? Like they shouldn't be. The stuff that I was learning at his age back then. They should be learning something.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'll be honest with you.
Some of it, some of it they have to learn like the basics.
History. What's gonna freak you out is if you still, once you're still working there and they bring history shit. Remember those pictures that would be like Martin Luther King would almost be like an outline sketch of Martin Luther King and then like a paragraph about him or some shit like that. It'd be like Beyonce now.
What?
It'd be Barack Obama. Like they have advanced. You know what I'm talking about? Those little pictures. They would have like you have to read it and write. What did Martin Luther King do? Yeah. What year was Do I Have a Dream speech? Like it's not like Usher. It's like it's not Michael Jackson or James Brown or Hank Aaron. It's like Ken Griffey Jr., LeBron James. Wow. So like it does go in time with that. Like the history changes, but I mean H2O. You know what I'm saying? Is water. It's not gonna ever change. So some stuff is not gonna ever change, but they do. It did freak me out. Like some of the stuff that I said, like 1 + 1 is 2. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. It's the same shit. I mean,
not like math wise. I'm talking about like stories. Like when you had those big paragraph stories and you have to highlight like the same exact story he had to read. I read that when I was his age. So I just thought like, dang, they still bringing out the same paper.
Girl, they said, hey, it worked. Don't break it yet.
Well, it's not working.
It's not. Like the dropout rate is terrible.
Yeah.
Well, that got a lot to do with the parents.
And I feel like that.
It got a lot to do with the parents at home.
Yeah.
And plus to that analogy, because my counselor at Bedford, he had this on his door with the whole thing with the fish and the elephant and stuff trying to climb up the tree. Like they really need to think about changing the system some way, because I was watching some YouTube video. They just teaching kids now to be workers, not have actual careers, or they teaching them how to, the same stuff they go through in school is the same stuff you gonna be going through in jail.
Yeah.
Oh. Now
Well, I mean,
go deeper in that.
Because the thing is, literally, my bad, real quick. A lot of the stuff is completely different. I mean, I know you're looking at like second graders, but if I put Common Core math in front of you right now, you would know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, I heard it's different.
My daughter my 13-year-old has to teach me Common Core. Like I used to do Common Core and get in trouble because I wasn't doing it the traditional way. Like the way they do Common Core, math, reading, like subject, predicate, shit. All of that stuff is different. Like when you're dealing with, it's 5 apples, they ate 3 apples, how many apples you got, all that shit gonna be the same. But wait till you start seeing like 6th grade shit, 7th grade. It's different. It's a whole different animal. Common Core math is, once you had kids, you're gonna have to like research what the fuck Common Core math is.
You remember when we asked our parents for help, they said this ain't the math I learned.
Yeah. They don't even do cursive no more. Like it's a lot of different shit they don't do.
How they gonna learn how how to do
They don't do it because everything is computer based.
That's true. You gotta teach your kid yourself.
My 5-year-old has a Chromebook in her kindergarten class. Well, now first grade class.
Really?
She tests out. Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah, the Chromebook.
Now.
Yeah, every kid get a Chromebook
every day.
Yeah, they get use it every single day.
Oh wow.
That's how they do reading. That's how they do their math stuff. That's how they do they only take tests on paper.
You have a book still to read because I don't want your eyes.
They have a Go Math book.
Okay.
But you know, they got the Go Math book, but
times are changing.
Everything, man, it's crazy.
Soon we gonna have androids teaching these kids.
It's crazy.
I do think like how they treat the kids at the school is like setting them up to. It's the same like she was saying, jail. Because I lived in Germany and my daughter went to school in Germany, right? Mm-hmm. And they are more like free, like I don't know what type of school it is. Montessori.
Yeah.
They more like that type of school, right? And my daughter went to school there half of the year, and then we came back here, and then she went to another school, public school here. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, they just made us put our heads down, and I was like, huh? Put your heads down? Yeah, I don't know why they just made us put our head down. We gotta walk in a line. We have to do this. I don't understand.
I get you.
Because she's not used to teachers talking to her like they talk them so crazy, and then like they are nothing. Mm-hmm. Sometimes like you can hear them, like if you visiting, you can hear them talking to other kids like super crazy.
That's messed up.
They have like tape on it. I went to one school that I was thinking about taking my daughter. Mm-hmm. They had tape on the floor where they know which line they need to be walking on, and inside the classroom is tape on the floor there, so they know that they have. And I was like, "What type of school is this? It's not no military school, is it?" And I was like, "This is a public school, so what's going on?" And it was so different, and she was so confused.
Yeah, that's too much control.
Yeah.
Wow, how they walk.
She ended up not going in that school, but
I mean, because I remember lining up in the line so that we would focus. This is like kindergarten though. I don't know what grade your daughter's in, but. Like kindergarten, line up in the line so everyone can go to the bathroom wherever we were going. But no, what grade was she in? Was she?
The school that she was gonna go to, she was gonna be in the first grade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just that's the only thing. Like the video was saying because of the bell system, and even just thinking about it too. Jaden Smith was talking about it, like how we gotta wait for a certain time to have lunch. We gotta, be there at a certain time, which is understandable, but whatever. But it's just like, just the different things that
he living a free life.
Yeah. Some of it,
but still, like it was facts to me. Like it's just like it's kind of like military style. Like it's just like and then plus too, they don't allow you to do timeouts no more. They don't, cause like even when I was at work, they was just like, well, you can't yell at them even if they did something bad because you're gonna hurt their feelings. Feelings, like they bad. Like I don't put my hand on them.
Well, hold on now. You can't have it both ways. Hold on. You can't have it both. You can't say it's a military school and you should be able to yell at them. Either they making changes and telling you not to yell, or it's a military school.
It's one or the other.
Have you ever heard of the military? They yell. They don't whisper at the military.
Okay. Let me say.
So it's not a military.
It's not. It's military, but it's just like when it comes to discipline, they trying to put us in a place where the kid can tell us what to do. A kid not about to tell me. We
can't have it both ways. You just said it was an issue with them telling them what time to eat and what time to get there. Now we trying to have the kid tell us what to do. Which one is it? We gotta pick one.
You can't. Okay. Yes, we need to teach them what world they're gonna go into and everything else. But at the same time, if we have a generation full of kids that grow up to think like their actions aren't going to be accounted for, they're just going to end up in jail.
I get what you're saying in terms of that. There just has to be a balance in terms of, you have to show up to places on time no matter what, because that's just business and that's just what you're going to do for if you do have a successful operation. But there should also be accountability for you. That as a young child, depending on what the hell you're doing, some of that, you need, if you throwing shit at people, you need your ass because that's just disgusting. That's an extreme example. I know it is, but
it ain't that extreme. I'll tell you about what happened today. I want to, and I'm not gonna be the. I hate these people, so I'm not gonna be that person. But like I said, to be them halfway is like being from the school administration side.
Yeah.
The problem, the main issue is maintaining structure in a public school when you don't have support from all parents and all families on the back end. So you got to find a way to create structure that both structures the students without any structure outside of these four walls and is not too offensive to the kids who have active parents. And you got to find a balance. Because if you let it go too far, the kids who ain't got no structure, you could suspend kids that come back 3 days later like, I don't give a fuck, I was playing 2K, got some new J's. So you got to find a way, all right, how do I structure this shit so that these kids are in a certain level of obedience in line? You know what I mean? Like you got to have some level of structure in your school while at the same time not trying to put your foot on the kid's neck. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure something out. It's a delicate balance. Because the problem is you got a lot of parents who are not involved, but you do have parents who are overly involved or adequately involved. So whatever, man.
Ooh,
it's a rough balance. Yeah,
but no, it definitely is a balance. Just because think about it, just for work. When all of us go to work, you got the coworker that's
ain't shit
that don't do nothing, and the coworker that's always by the book all the way. So each one has to have their own balance.
I'm the by the book one.
Right, you the by the book one. Well,
the one y'all hate.
Hey, listen, you in the military, so we understand y'all by the book.
That's what's up.
Are you making up your bed every morning still too?
It get done.
Listen, it's gonna get made up to get lady in again, so I don't see the point most times. But the last topic we're gonna kind of get into on the main show really was. We all know, 50 Cent likes to troll people all the time. Recently, he's been trolling, what's her name? Naturi Naughton. Is that how you say her name? Dev laughed over how you say
Naturi Naughton, because that's 50 funny.
Oh, okay. But, he's
from
been
Power.
trolling her real heavy. And she's on Power. She's the actor. She plays with Tasha. Tasha on Power? Okay. But basically, he's been trolling her on Instagram, and she's like, "Damn, what did I do to you? Like, don't I make you look good every week on Power? Like, why you talking about me like this?" So basically, kind of have we ever had a boss that trolls us? Not just on social media, but like in the office a lot, or have we ever been that boss that's kind of trolling, or just a horrible boss in general? I'll go first for myself.
You are the
It depends on who you are, because working as a boss, I would say. If you are terrible and I'm gonna try to get you out, you're gonna feel it on your neck. So if you're terrible, I'm gonna be on you to focus on your job, or we're gonna figure out what's gonna be best for you outside of here. But if you're great, hey, we can work well together. I ain't got nothing bad against you. And if you make a mistake, we can talk about it. But if you just don't give a damn, why I give a damn about you? Why just waste my energy on you? But I've had some horrible bosses though. I mean, one boss, she was emotional every day crying. Didn't know what the hell she wanted. I'm just like, girl, you supposed to lead me to do something? And this is like, the hell am I gonna do?
That's why you had to get out of that and become management, huh?
Girl, it made it easy. Dealing with her.
Like, girl, what's wrong?
Right.
What you got going on now?
I feel like I only had one bad boss, and that's when I first got into working. And the only thing I didn't like about her is that she used to pick on each and every one of us. Like if somebody going slow, she'll probably usually boss be like, "Come on, pick up the pace. We gotta hit this quote." Like she just like dogging you, like you moving slow as a turtle. Come on, you irritating me. Like we supposed to be doing this. Why you ain't got this done? Like it's just like. Whoa, But the thing that used to bother me too, you as my boss is sitting here dogging me. So my coworkers also think they could talk that same shit to me. And it's just like not only I'm trying to keep my mouth closed with her because she's my boss, I'm trying to show you some respect. Sometimes I say something, but at the same time, now I got my coworker thinking that she can also say something to me, what's that? Piggybacking off of what she just said. Now, because it's fast food, so I'm thinking it's already irritating. Like things are going fast, things are going like orders. Quick, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that was the only experience I really had, and I just couldn't I couldn't deal with that. I was just with my boss. I want at least a good relationship. I want to feel like I can come talk to you, you know. So that's my only experience about a boss. I just don't. I feel like you should watch what you say, especially if you're trying to build a team.
That's very true.
Down the line, down the line, baby.
Down the line, they like, who next?
I was like, ooh, child, let's pass it. No.
Pass the bucket.
I feel like I probably was that boss that people didn't like, and also that boss that people did like. Because if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna bring you to the side. I'm gonna tell you what you are substandard at, and then
I like that word, substandard.
Because it's a standard. You need to meet it. If the standard here, you right here, you need to get up there. So, and I'm direct like that as well. So, and sometimes they don't like it, and can't take it. So. They'll be all right. And then
you'll adjust or you'll go.
Some of them like it. If they doing what they're supposed to do, I don't bother them at all. Like, I don't have, like, I tell you, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Keep pushing and keep it moving. So, I don't know. And then as far as me, a bad boss, being in the military, it's a lot of regulations, and you have to make sure you keep discipline. And I had a boss that was more, he was over me. So if I enforce something, he would go and say, and go to people under me, be like, no, you don't got to do that. So now it's like, undermining me. So now it's like, okay, well, I'm telling them this standard because this is the Army standard, but you're telling them no. So now it's like, what do you need me for? You might as well just move it somewhere else, and then you take control of it.
Yeah, I think for me, the first boss I ever had, she wasn't like completely terrible, but she was terrible enough to where it was like, yeah, I gotta slide, because it's like you got a lot going on in your life, and I understand, you know, life happens, things happen, but it's like you not focused at work, so you letting everybody else kind of run ragged, and you letting other people that really should not be in any type of position of power because they get power hungry be kind of, you know, take over for you while you're not there, or while you're running off on lunch to go pick up something or do something for somebody else or whatever. And then she would hire like her friends and stuff, and they just was shitty. And then it's like, oh my God. No, they weren't managers, but like you giving, and then you playing favoritism. Like we saw, that was the word we always threw around.
Let them fall out
in the office. It was always not the job I'm at now, but this is the job I had before. I just want that to be crystal clear, you know. But
hey, boss.
Favoritism was just, it was very obvious or whatever. And then you get into it with the employees in front of the customers, and it's just like, just girl, sis, what you doing? Like, stop it. Like, everybody, and you can't get your people in order. So that'd
be a skill she had.
Yeah, so she wasn't terrible. Like, she got the orders and the supplies that we needed. But like, besides that part,
she didn't be your supply person.
I mean, shit, pretty much. Right. Besides that part, she wasn't able to, like, I don't want to say micromanage, but in a way, kind of make sure everybody was in line. And, you know.
Dave, what about you?
I've never really had a bad boss, man.
Dave, what has been hard on us?
Life. Right. But no, I've never really had a bad boss, man.
Right. That's good, though.
I didn't start working until I graduated from college.
Oh, so now, yeah.
You know, when I got my first job, I mean, it was in a professional world. You know what I'm saying? So every boss I've had, like, I've had things I didn't particularly like about them because of my biases. But, like, for real, no, I mean, you know what I mean? It was my bias. You know what I mean? So,
personality.
Yeah. But they all deserve to be in the position they were in.
Yeah.
Whether I conflicted with them. A lot of bosses I conflicted with, honestly, is because I wasn't mature.
Were you like Jay? You don't like direction?
I had an issue with authority, and it's weird that now.
An issue with authority, but now you the authority.
Yeah, man.
That's hammer.
But I've always had an issue with authority. So when I would, you know, bosses would, you know, I just always had. It was a point in time up until about 5 years ago where I would get into it with every single boss I had. Like,
yeah.
arguing like, and I'm like, man, come on, man. So I just made a little bit of so about for the past. Last time I got into it with my boss was I was working at the county as a social worker. And this was about 2013. Yeah, 2013. And that was the last time. Like, man, I can't do that no more.
I got you.
People sitting out on the main floor, they heard us in the office arguing. And I'm like, I can't do that again. So a lot of the issue, honestly, was me.
I got you. I'm going to say, you made me think of a story, actually. I was working at my last job. I was a supervisor there. I had a person on my team, who always pissed me off. It was just because he's a grown-ass man, 2 teenage daughters, a wife.
Oh, them the worst.
Oh, my God. And
Niggas
like,
they set in their ways?
Yes. He's questioning everything. And I don't mind you questioning everything if you have a real purpose for questioning it. But if you just question to be an asshole to continue a conversation so we don't have to do work, bitch, I don't want to talk to you. Get out my face. And go do this. So he had a question about an account, what to do. I'm like, figure it out. Because at this point, I've told you everything you need to do, but you just refuse to listen. I was like, I don't care. Sam, shut the hell up and leave me alone. Now, this is on the floor in front of everybody. So I had to go to my desk immediately after I said that. And I get to my desk, I'm like throwing stuff. I'm like, what the fuck I gotta keep dealing with his stupid ass for? One of my Amazing, who I used to work with, she came on the show. She came in to my office like, are you okay? What's happening? I'm like, no, he pissing me the fuck off because he's doing this stupid shit. So me and Sam have moved past that, but I was ready to beat his ass with a chair that day because he was on some stupid
I think
shit.
we didn't all, well, if we've been in positions of like supervisory positions, we've had those kind of, I've probably been somebody's
headache.
I remember I had like, but it was all legit shit. Like I worked at a residential with kids with severe mental health issues, but mostly it was like conduct disorder, but still they were too violent to be in the community. So they went, and she's like showing pictures of her boyfriend to the girls in group and gave her phone to the girl and they for real, she was showing pictures of him and then she's swiping through and I guess he had sent like
dick pic?
Wow,
to the kids?
We had to fire her, but like,
oh my God, sis,
finish her.
Why?
She deserved that.
She leaving her ass now because she ain't got no money.
We in a residential with kids. Come on now.
These kids already horned up. Shit.
Exactly. Literally, we had what's called a voca bed, a bed for sex traffickers. Like you literally are in here with girls who are like unapologetic. Not, we always look at it as just like, oh my God, Sally Struthers story. I'm talking about these girls is like seasoned. Like, when do I get out of here? I got to get back to the bag.
I'm guessing they're
like,
young also.
They're like 17, 16, 17.
Oh, wow.
It's different. Like, and when you look in the eyes of somebody who's completely damaged to the point that they like, I gotta hurry up and get my time done. Like, you approach it differently. You're trying to like instill stuff in them, but
it ain't there.
They have bought into the life. It's not even a sad, like, if you put the story on CNN, people would be like, "Whoo, I'm about to turn the station," because it's not. It's heart wrenching to the point that like, wow, I can't believe they're that far gone. Not like, oh, save them. No, it's no saving them.
They don't want to be saved. They like shit.
At all.
They don't want to be saved.
They have no desire to be saved. Zero desire to be saved.
To get to the money.
But not telling on the pimps.
I work there. That would break my heart.
It does at first until you like it's hard to explain until you like see the authenticity in them. Then you flip to like, all right, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you while you here.
Yeah.
Try to give you some game, and when you get back out here, you know what I'm saying. You can
at least
survive. You something because you gonna go back and
go back out there and do what you got to do. I got you. Or do what you want to do. Or what you know to do, actually.
Yeah.
So that's really all you know how to do.
Some of them only there because they got caught by the Fed. Like, they only there because they got caught.
Not because they wanted to escape this situation. I got you. I'm saying, and if we can, I'm going to say we're going to go kind of a little deeper into that, actually, too, sex trafficking, because I've been seeing a lot more reports about it being even bigger just in general now, where people are just, going missing. They're not finding them because they're so, they're gone at that point, really. I'm not sure what can we even do about this sex trafficking. I mean, it's just
be safe, be aware.
Yeah,
aware of your surroundings.
Because I've been reading the different posts that I've been seeing on Instagram, like them leaving zip ties. Is that what those are called?
I don't know.
Zip ties. I've heard of those.
Yeah, zip tie. When they like tie your hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They've been leaving
tie.
those on people's car. I heard that in Atlanta and Alabama they're really big, and they're only taking women and little boys. So, but they mostly just, from what I'm reading, they have the little boys there because they're trying to put women's ovaries in them to see if they can really get the boys pregnant.
Because of the transgender stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like they trying to see if a man can carry a baby.
What?
Yeah, this is real
Harvesting
shit.
the women's ovaries to put it in the men.
And are they taking majority of black women?
Mm-hmm.
Because we are the.
Whoa.
Because we can.
Time out. Just how?
They're doing this surgically. Like they doing this. They trying to see if men can carry babies.
So doctors are sex traffickers now.
I don't know if it's doctors, but
It's my phone ringing.
I'm like,
right, we all looking.
That's crazy. I ain't never heard that before.
yeah, they trying to. I'm just like,
I'm just trying to figure out how that's
gay
supposed to work.
community, but I'm just like, this is some real.
Well, I don't think that's the gay community.
I mean,
no,
when I said what I was about to say, like that's some really.
Who
gay
wrote
shit.
that? Do they understand anatomy?
I don't know. That's what the girl was saying to the one doctor, and she ended up telling her daughter, and her daughter put it out on like a post on a Instagram story type of post, telling and we're getting people aware of what they're doing with these people. Like they take.
I mean, I guess
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised that they tried it, but it's
Yeah.
still like to me,
I
I
would-
can't wrap my
Yeah, I
brain
can't-
around how that's.
They've
really
been talking
happening.
about getting males pregnant though for a minute. Like they've been like it's been in and out the news. Like the one guy, what year was that when he just had a baby? And we like,
Well, that
But he wasn't a
That's
guy.
a woman,
He
though.
He was a trans.
He was a
Oh,
transgender
he was a
woman.
woman?
He was a
Yeah,
transgender
He was a
female to
woman
male
in her-
Yeah.
that kept the uterus.
because they got to put a uterus.
but I feel like they
gotta do
how
all-
they
they
put
gotta
it
do
out there at
it all out
first.
and
I
put
thought
it-
that was a man.
No.
No, it's
But
just that he had
It was
the
a
top
woman that
surgery.
transitioned over to a man.
Yeah.
And then his
He still
the
has
person he was dating was a man transitioned over to
to
a
a
woman.
woman, and they both kept their
And
sexual
then they
organs.
kept and then they had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now I guess they're trying to figure out how to have a woman that transitioned, a man that transitioned over to a woman.
Female.
to have
Yeah,
So I'm
man
guessing
that's
if you're saying male to female
traditionally a man
transgender
that's
person.
transitioning to a woman, they're trying to figure out a way how they can have that
baby
baby.
naturally.
I guess.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's possible once you're born. I mean, because your organs are created to do a certain purpose. So I'm not.
What
sure.
I'm saying is this: they go. This
Hey,
is.
you, man, you
I'm
fat.
not being funny,
Mhm.
but it's funny because I'm an asshole. They just need to figure out who's the most accomplished doctor in the history of Harvard Medical School.
Mhm.
Track him, because whoever can implant ovaries and uteruses
And keep it
in
working.
men is the target. Whoever can do that, because that ain't my finger broke. I want to do surgery to redo your finger.
That's some
That
next level
is-
shit.
So that's
some
more
godly
intensive than
shit.
heart surgery. So whoever
Shit, at that
whoever
point,
scored
bitch,
in
you
the
better have
99th
immortality.
percentile over the past 40 years, put the feds on them, because it's one of them.
Yeah.
Because that is difficult to take the women's reproductive organs and successfully put them into a male. Who, if that ever happens, you need to track the most accomplished doctors in the history of this world, and it'll lead you right to the issue. Because that is
Ain't no homeboy doing that shit.
ain't no nigga from down the street
Ain't
about to put no
homeboy
organ in
doing
you.
That shit.
Listen.
Ain't no doctor from Cleveland State about to put no
Listen,
organ
they
in
thought
you.
they might have thought about it when they was high, but ain't no way they doing that
Man,
shit.
That
I
is-
feel like it's coming
But
from
that is-
overseas.
I think
or
what Taylor's
something.
saying, this is more on the black market, though. I don't think.
I
this
know,
is
but
the-
then to put the organs in
Oh, the person.
in a body,
Whoever
get them
agreeing to
working.
do that,
Ain't nobody agreeing they
Listen.
kidnapping. They
Yeah,
kidnapping.
Oh well, shit. I'm gonna say.
but if you're talking about that's what they doing when they kidnap these people,
That's
somebody
crazy.
got
That
be
or
agreeing to
they
something.
who
really
really
about
about
to
to
do all of
sell them. It's either or.
I mean,
maybe
listen.
the people that's
Or
human
taking all their
trafficking on the black
organs.
market selling these people to the world renowned scientists of the world, and they paying top dollar because they know that oh, if I can figure this shit out, then I'm gonna be the richest
all
person
worth
in the
of your name
world.
of science.
Yeah, so like Dad was saying, we need to track them motherfuckers.
We gotta track them down.
And shoot them.
Because everybody else is just like what the street,
Ooh,
the
child.
street runners.
You
With
were
a
so
violent mindset.
serious.
And shoot him.
And shoot him.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, that should
Like,
be
put
for
the-
kidnapping
Put the
people.
gun down.
They just the
Like, just put it
kidnappers.
down.
They just the
Yeah, the kidnapping and then the transference of organs is like
It's like you got the drug.
that's
dealers.
like
You
that's
have
like
to-
saying I just walked
Right.
from East Cleveland to the Marathon store in LA. No, you didn't. Somebody helped you get there.
Right.
Those are two from the kidnapper to the organ transfer. It is you can make that connection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's only a few ways you got to LA, cuz.
Listen.
Plane,
I mean, let's
train.
be honest
It's like
here.
you know
Talking
what I'm
about
saying?
plane,
train,
like, one on
automobile.
your feet,
That's
motherfucker.
it.
Right.
Come on.
Forrest Gump.
Come on, come on. Let's figure this out.
And he ran forever.
This ain't
For real.
this ain't the difficult one to figure out. The moment we find the first boy having babies, let's track it. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
What
We-
hospital was that nigga at?
Yeah.
Like, then we
We gotta
gotta
figure
Keeping
this out.
that on the low.
Where was
Who
he
bought organ fusion tools or something? Something is going
Yeah,
on
okay,
here.
That's
It's a
gonna
paper
be-
trail.
the woman that
You
That's
gotta
gonna
even
be
make
easy
sure
to
like a
track.
whole
Where
blood
did
type.
you get it from?
Yeah.
You know they gonna have some type of story. To
Yeah.
cover it up. Oh,
Oh,
this
yeah.
male wanted to transfer, and this female wanted to, so they swap. Like,
There ain't one, two. You
why don't y'all
killed
just do
them.
that?
Whew.
Then I'm gonna need Sherlock.
You know how
Holmes
hard
on
it
the
is to put a
motherfucking-
liver or replace a kidney? Niggas is on medication for the next 15 years just so that kidney take.
And I
Could you
thought
imagine
that
an ovary? What is the ovary maintenance medicine? You know what I'm saying? Like kidney maintenance
That's a lot.
medicine.
Hella
I'm saying-
estrogen, like
I'm gonna say, can women even get replacement?
I don't know. I'm gonna text my mama because I was a miracle
I'm
baby.
gonna text my mom.
She had a
Text my
hysterectomy.
mama, I was
Okay.
real-
Oh,
But I
wow.
feel
And
like,
I was
you
still
know,
got-
they've been doing
So my
this.
father was shooting the club up, and I
Nigga,
was
you
still.
you a miracle baby for real. I see why your
Wait,
life was.
what happened when I missed it?
My mama got a hysterectomy, and my father shot the club up, and she still got pregnant.
Oh wow!
But that was that was a
Oh,
1977
shot the club
hysterectomy.
up.
So you saying it might not have been, might not have been the
It
official.
was what it was like
Just-
some stuff.
ain't
Like
20
what?
29.
They like
Like,
they cut her shit with some scissors.
It's like it's all gone now. Like no.
They left one tube. You know what I'm saying?
They
I
left
don't know.
one too. I think that's what they was mostly doing with that girl though, in Chicago that was put in the freezer.
You talking about,
What's her name? Some Jenkins.
It begins with a K, I believe.
Kanisha.
It's close to that though. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I think it was Kiana. Wasn't it?
Yes, I think so. I'm just so sorry.
Kiana
If
Jenkins?
it's not her.
If it's not her, I'm sorry,
I'm
boo.
so sorry.
But we know.
No
Right.
But
disrespect
I
to the
just feel,
family.
I feel like the story about the raping and stuff, unless they found like stuff in her. But I feel like her friends really, that story about her friends selling her to the black market and putting her in that freezer. I really feel like that was true. Like I feel like that stuff is going on because scientists they do experiments, so they need testes. I just want to stay aware and out the way. Like, don't kidnap me. Like,
Say, well, no, I think
I'm gonna be
Ain't
talking
it-
your ear
ain't
off. Like,
sex
just take me back
trafficking
home.
like big in Cleveland.
not just Cleveland, but Ohio in general.
Yeah, in
It is.
Ohio.
Toledo.
Yeah,
What's
so
Toledo?
it's
Toledo.
Like, you just gotta really be aware and stay vigilant and don't be on your phone the entire time you in some stranger's car. Shit, even if you in one
In
of your
your
friends'
car.
car, you never know. You never know what type of bag a nigga might come.
But
out
I'm gonna
of.
say that also just goes with. I mean, you just gotta, like you said, be aware, but also, I mean, you really gotta know and have
just
you
gotta
gotta
be-
you gotta have to know how to
You
defend
never
yourself.
wanna know though, like you don't like. You
Yeah.
can be living your best life one day,
Mhm.
and then the next day you taken off the street, you taken out of your car, and your life is
Yeah.
completely changed. That's one thing
That's
I
real.
hear. Like,
Yes.
That's
have
real.
y'all seen the movie? They actually got a movie on Lifetime. That's why I became aware of human trafficking.
Ooh. This is the older movie,
Yeah,
and it's like 4 hours long.
yeah.
Oh, I love
But
that
it
movie.
goes like really in depth with it,
Mhm.
and
What's the name of this movie? If y'all
I don't
I
even
think it's like-
remember. I think it's called like human
trafficking.
Yeah, and it's I watched it a long time ago, and it was like a 3-4 hour movie, and it's basically
It's
just
longer than
following
Roots.
this lady. She was an older lady,
Mhm.
and like she was, I guess, like the mother of the younger girls and stuff,
Mhm.
and she ended up getting, I don't even know how she got into, like, in contact with, like, I think, like, an FBI agent or somebody that's a part of, like, the human trafficking division. And she was able to, like, save some of the girls that she was, you know, like, I guess, overseeing. And it was crazy. Like, they would ship the girls from different parts of the country, and then young girls, too, like, 8, 6, 8, you know,
6, 8.
Yeah, like that young. People, girls having babies, and then those babies being trafficked as well, and it was
and you got to think about the other countries. Like, they
I was just gonna
sell
say
their
that.
kids.
I was just gonna say
and
that.
they
Actually,
thinking they're gonna have a better life, and they sell them for dirt cheap. Like, okay, just take care of my child, but now they getting human trafficking.
It's a lot of crazy, sick people.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's
just
a fucked up world.
Some money.
Yeah, it is.
Let's reboot it, burn it down, and start all over. Can I come back?
Talk about can I come back?
Person?
Can I get reincarnated?
Right.
Like, I don't know if I want to come back to the world all burnt up.
I mean, if
For
it's
real,
gonna
I
be
don't
better,
know what I
make that
do.
shit better,
They already listen. It already got flooded. They said so. You know, listen. Let's
When?
just, girl, you know, back in the times of the Bible.
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
how can you really
Ooh,
stop
child.
that? Because it's just bad seeds, like bad people that's just evil.
Just worrying
Well, I
about
mean,
they
it's-
check.
It's already a
That's
system
it.
too. So I mean, you have to literally, stop millions of people that are already involved in the system.
Yeah, and it's
Whether
so
it's
intricate,
trafficking
like, you just
or-
don't
yeah.
even know.
And them
Like,
places, like I was watching this one show, I can't remember, but it was Taraji's in it, and she plays a police officer. This guy, when she was in the military, she was talking to him like, you can't play God, and he was just like, all these people, you know, are working for somebody that's working for somebody, and you don't think their family's gonna pay the repercussions if they don't follow, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, when I sat there and thought about it, I'm like, dang. Like, I didn't think about, like, if you don't get this job done, your whole family gone. Like,
And what type of jobs are they doing? Like they're
I mean,
in the
I don't
military.
know.
Oh, okay,
They
okay,
really didn't say,
okay.
but she in the military. But how he was saying it, like, he was like, it's nothing personal. It's just what I gotta do. And it kind of made me sit back and think, like, dang, like, that's deep. Because it's just like all this stuff, even with the human trafficking, you don't know what deals they made for them to really be so heartless and really take people off the street and not care what they do to them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, they got a job to do.
It's more the mindset of I gotta get home to my family.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either you or me, and I'd rather be there with my family.
Yeah, it's the issues. Well, I ain't getting to it.
But no, I mean,
I'm not gonna sully y'all podcast. I save it for
No, I
Sunday.
mean, I get
you
that
always
mindset. I mean, because we all are like that.
That's how we got here.
I'ma
We
get
all
home to
are.
my
We all
family.
That's how we got here. That's what happened. That's
Yeah.
why Africans don't
That is
fucking.
true.
They said this is either me or y'all. They said you
We
can have
sending
my
y'all
uncle.
asses off.
Yeah,
Right.
they over there. They
Right.
over there.
Right.
But-
Hey, white man, they behind
got
that bush.
on that
Go
boat
get
like
'em.
400 years
Right.
ago. You missed them.
So I get the mindset.
Sold
But
us up
this
the
guy
river.
changed the darkness out of it. Like, bitch, listen, this ain't it. This sexual, trafficking ain't the thing. So let's get out that piece. But you gotta kill them all. At that point, I just feel like they already in it. Look, I remember there was a guy recently. I know we're going on random things regarding this, but this guy that they found, like, I think 5 terabytes of child porn on his computer recently,
Child.
and it's like, okay, a terabyte is a lot by
It's
itself.
a lot.
Yeah.
So 5 of them.
5 terabytes of child porn he should be murdered.
Pretty
I
much.
do it's a terabyte up under there that's not full, and I've been recording music for 6 years. Like,
So
on
just
that hard drive.
How many terabytes you have?
That one
So just
of recorded audio,
You
like,
talking about 6 years for one?
and I don't
For
even
6
think I'm
years?
done yet. I'm talking about hours and hours
Hours
and
of-
days and months
Oh, that man's
worth
sick.
of.
yeah.
I
That
can
man
scroll
is
through
sick.
all that
And
music.
Was they live videos or was that?
I'm not
just
sure. I think it was like a
downloaded?
combination. Of
That's
pictures and
unreal,
videos.
man.
But I mean, shit. If you think about like all the shit we see, well, I don't know if people watch Law and Order
like that
SVU no
shit.
more.
Oh
but,
yeah.
SVU will tell you, like, listen, there are gangs out here of this,
Some fucked up people
From what
out
we
here,
see,
man.
the image of
It
gangs
really
and people out
is.
here doing this stuff. Yeah, so no, it's crazy all the way.
It's just disgusting.
But y'all, we're gonna end it on a little lighter note.
we gonna wrap it up.
The
We're gonna
live
keep
balls.
it good. Oh, your phone might have.
Die.
Phone acting up tonight.
Did it die?
Oh, baby.
Oh,
That's probably why.
Yeah.
that's so irritating.
Sorry, Facebook.
Bye, Instagram.
We closing anyways. We love y'all. But yeah. So let's get into our social media.
Yeah. Go ahead, J Billionaire.
All right, let me give you the rundown. So follow us on Instagram at _ Real Spit Pod. Follow us on Twitter at Real Spit Pod #1. Join our Facebook page at Real Spit Podcast, and definitely like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube, Real Spit Podcast. You can follow us and subscribe to us if you put it in the search bar, and we upload every Sunday.
Yeah.
This episode will be up on Sunday. And follow my Instagram
Next Sunday. We still got that one episode.
Oh, yeah.
So,
follow my Instagram at JEH Billionaire. All social medias that matter. Don't follow me on Facebook. And Brenda?
Oh, child, I'm gonna have to get
she said she gotta make sure she get her business right out here.
All right, so you can follow me on Instagram at BeautyBid _LLC. Twitter, I don't know how I'm supposed to say. Twitter.com. BeautyBid _beauty _ yeah, follow me on Instagram.
We're gonna post a picture of it, so you'll make it easy for
We'll
you.
post a picture as a pamphlet with all your info.
It's just BID _beauty. That's all it is on Twitter.
Yeah.
And
then Facebook is BeautyBid LLC, and then
oh, you got the Pinterest too, girl. Go ahead.
Absolutely, BeautyBid USA.
Let's go.
Yes, follow her.
It's popping. Okay, now when's the party again? The launch party?
December 20th.
Okay.
It's free.
Oh, 7 to 12.
And it's open. It's gonna be a bar and some
open
food
bar.
there.
Okay, address one more time. I know you said you'd be messing up, but it's okay. We here for you.
I got you. Okay, I'm gonna get it right. See, I'm not gonna get it right. No, I got it. Sherwin Gilmore Party Center.
All right.
On
It's behind Verizon. Ain't that right, Dev?
Yes, it is.
Verizon.
Okay.
Go ahead, Tay.
Oh, sorry, I was watching. Okay, Tay Marie, you guys know 3 E's, 4 underscores. Follow me on Instagram, guys.
She's real now.
Yes, I'm real now.
And then for me, who else but K on Instagram and Twitter? Who else but _K on Instagram and Twitter? Dev?
The Real Big Dev 216 on Instagram. DMSTBOYZ.
Yeah.
I joined in a little bit.
We was talking that. But shout out to our guest LTC Uncut, man. Lunchtime Chronicles podcast was on last Sunday. If y'all want to hear a story of
I've been wanting to binge watch y'all show for real.
Between her husband, some infidelity. I ain't she told it all on the podcast.
What?
Yeah,
I like it.
it was out of control.
I
sure
said
you
husbands.
Her husband and who he was sleeping with and how close he was to everybody. It was out of control.
Ooh, Chile.
Yeah. So
loving hip hop now.
Yeah, DMSTBOYZ everywhere.
Okay.
Husbands.
Well, y'all, I'm gonna say we're gonna wrap it up.
We love you, Facebook.
We love you, Facebook and Instagram. Sorry that you guys didn't catch the
The
social
end of
media
it,
part.
right.
But we love everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to everybody that joined our Facebook Live and our
Yes.
Instagram Live. Thank you so much. We love you guys. And have a great night.
Right.
Peace.
And please don't forget December 20th, y'all.
Yep. And
Launch
Brenda, thank you
party.
again for joining us.
Thank
I'm
you
so
so
glad
much.
to
Put
be
it in the
here.
camera.
Thank you.
So they can see. Well, I can't. Hold on.
Girl, it's focusing.
Oh, it's focusing? Okay.